Have you ever noticed how some days feel full before even your feet hit the floor? Kids, work, meals, errands, messages, all the decisions on top of decisions, and it's only 8 a.m. in the morning. Friend, if that sounds familiar, you're not behind. I just wanted to tell you this is living a real life, right? And when your brain is already running on fumes, money doesn't feel urgent. And it turns into a background tab you keep open, right? Telling yourself that you'll deal with it later. But here's the good news, and I want you to hear this clearly. Friend, your life doesn't have to shrink for your finances to work, okay? You're allowed breathing room. You're allowed to feel cared for. Yes, you, mama. You're allowed to dream a little. And maybe it's a getaway, a fresh start, a hobby you put on a pause, or something new tugging at your heart. Those things aren't unrealistic. They are signals, okay? And here's where I might surprise you. In this episode, I'm going to tell you to throw away your budget. Yes, you heard me right. Don't panic, just keep listening. Because money follows clarity. And when your money has a simple plan, it stops being heavy and it starts being helpful. And you don't need to cut all the fun, track every single dollar, or feel bad every time you swipe your card. What you need is just a system that works with your real life and not against it. That's exactly why I teach a simple, debt-friendly way to budget that fits into a full, messy mom life. Yes, no perfection. There is no pressure required and no feeling boxed in. And today, I'm walking you through 3 easy steps you can start using right away. The simple shifts you can try this week that actually move the needle. And this is for busy moms who want more breathing room, who are thirsty for more peace, and yes, more money left at the end of the month. So take a breath, friend. Stay with me and let's get into it. If you're tired of debt calling your choices, bills running your day, and groceries eating your paycheck, and ready to finally live life on your terms, debt-free, guilt-free, and unstoppable, welcome to the Simple Money Systems podcast. I'm Deanna, a mom caring for a special needs son, a creator of the 2-line budget, a believer in big dreams and God-given purpose. I help overwhelmed women break free from debt, unlock their cash flow, and step into the peace, confidence, and clarity God designed for your life. And maybe catch a weekend escape. Because when money becomes simple, your whole life opens up. And I'm here to show you how. There comes a moment when you realize that dreaming isn't the problem. But when you don't know how to move those dreams forward, this is the problem. And so many women stay right there, holding beautiful hopes in their hearts while feeling stuck and waiting for someday to come. What I've learned is this. When you discover your own money method, one that fits your life, your values, and your season, something shifts. A new level of freedom opens up. You stop just dreaming about good and great things. And friend, you begin living them one intentional step at a time. And when money feels lighter and more organized, you have a space to unfold the gifts and talents God placed inside of you. And you're able to serve others with your skills, your experiences, your wisdom. And it's all because you're no longer carrying the constant weight of financial stress. And we're all on unique journeys. And when we walk in freedom, we become encouragement for one another, lifting burdens instead of adding to them. And that's exactly why I created this workshop for you. It's free, it's different, and it's designed to help you experience freedom with your money in a real, practical way. And inside of it, I'll show you how to dream again, and then how to turn those dreams into simple, actionable steps that move you toward the life you desire. And this workshop is pre-recorded in about 40 to 50 minutes long, and you can watch it on your own time, at your own pace. So come on, discover your money method at dianagalas.com/workshop. I would love to walk this journey with you. Now, yesterday, I went on a date with my husband. And if you want to know what kind of date, yes, you'll have to ask me privately. Seriously, leave me a voice memo using the link below this episode and just ask. I promise I'll reply. Here's the funny part. Even though we were out together, my brain was not on the date. I was swirling around my budget. Well, what happened? We had a few bigger expenses this month, the kind that come out of the emergency fund, and even though I was prepared, my mind kept spinning. And I could feel the joy slipping away. And I almost unloaded all of it on my poor hubby, who wasn't even talking about money. And friends, I wasn't present and I wasn't enjoying the moment. And I could tell he was a little confused, probably thinking what's going on with her. And thankfully, I caught myself just in time. I grabbed a piece of paper and a pen. And by the way, I always carry a small notebook and a pen in my purse just in case. And I wrote down a few simple numbers. Nothing fancy, just enough to get it out of my head. And you know what happened? Instant relief. My husband jumped in, helped me think through it, and in about 5 or 7 minutes, everything made sense again. And friends, just by doing this, the tension lifted. And we laughed again, and honestly, that little money moment actually brought us closer. And the date was a success after all, okay? And that was the technique that worked for me in that moment. For you, it might be something different, a quick conversation with your spouse, a walk outside to clear your head, or a pause to breathe. But in most cases, writing it down is what helps the most. Now let's go to the tip number 1. Friends, throw away the budget and welcome your dreams. Okay, stay with me here. The last thing I want is for your budget to kill your imagination. shut down your wishes or make you feel like life has been on hold. Friend, your budget should fuel your dreams, not suffocate them. So, instead of starting with numbers, start with your desire. You can even call this your dream planner if that feels better. And then I want you to ask yourself, what do I want in the next 3 months? Not someday, not years from now. Something that excites you and adds value to your everyday life. Write it down without judging and no editing. Okay? Now, friend, after you write it down, I want you to take a pause and reflect on it. Ask yourself, what is one thing I truly want in the next 3 months? How would my life feel different if this became possible? And then, if money supported this dream, what would change for me? Okay? Now, reflect on these thoughts and write it down. Okay, then let's move to the next tip, number 2. Friend, invite small clarity moments into your day. Okay? This is where things really begin to shift. And I want you to start having short, gentle conversations with your money. Nothing intense, just little daily check-ins. What I want you to do just once a day, 2 minutes, okay? Ask yourself, did money help me today? Did it bring comfort, stability, or joy? Then jot it down. And you can use your receipts if you want and write it down. This much filled my guest tank. This much warmed our home. This much fed my family nourishing food. And this much helped me feel good in my clothes. Okay? And friends, I do this every night. It's my daily mini money reset. And by doing this, something powerful happens here. When I express gratitude for what my money already did, the urge to overspend fades. And clarity replaces all the noise. All right, friend. Now let's come to a reflection part. After you wrote down your receipts for the day, normally I do it at the end of the day, right before my bedtime, during my honor hour. I call it honor hour. Now let's reflect and ask, what did my money help me with today? Then, where did I feel supported instead of stressed? And how does gratitude change the way I want to spend tomorrow? All right, now we are ready for the tip number 3. Friend, stop spending money and start investing it. All right? This one might stretch you a little, and that's okay. I don't think of money as something I spend. And this is what I want you to start training your mind. Think of it as something you invest. Okay? Because, friends, money is a tool to support your life, your family, your peace, and your future. And when people ask me where I invest my money, my answer is always the same. First, I invest in myself. Yes, everything else comes after that. Because what's the point of saving or investing if you never use money to actually live, okay? And for me, money management is about living my dream today while still building a solid plan for tomorrow. And when I shifted my mindset this way, everything changed. My worry slowly tuned into peace. My constant fighting money turned into gratitude. And friends, gratitude made space for more. Now, let's reflect a little with these 3 questions. Number 1, what does investing in myself look like in this season for you? And then, where could my money support my well-being instead of draining me? Okay? And then I want you to think, how would my choices change if money was a tool, not a threat? And now, friend, as you're listening, maybe you're thinking, okay, I love this, but I don't know how to turn this into an actual plan. And you're not alone. This is exactly why I created the Simple Money Method workshop. Inside the workshop, I walk you through this approach step by step, how to turn your dreams into a clear money plan, how to build clarity without tracking every dollar, and how to manage money in a way that feels supportive instead of stressful. It's simple, it's practical, and designed for real life, and not the perfect one, all right? Now, I want you to know that peace is possible, especially financial peace, and it can start today. And if there's one thing I want you to hear today, it's this. You don't need to fix everything. You don't need to become a money person. You just need a new relationship with your money. The one that supports your life instead of stressing you out. Because you're allowed to dream. You're allowed to slow down and notice what your money already does for you. And you're allowed to use money as a tool to build your life now, not someday far off in the future. And if this way of thinking feels refreshing, but also a little unfamiliar, that's exactly why I created my workshop. And if you're ready to take this out of podcast inspiration mode into real life, I want you to join me. Go to dianagalas.com/workshop and log in. I'll walk you through simple, doable steps to organize your money in a way that supports your dreams without overwhelm, without guilt or complicated systems, with just clarity, intention, and peace. And friend, one more small ask. If this episode spoke to you, would you leave a written review on Apple Podcasts? Not just for me, but for you, because gratitude, real, intentional gratitude for what you already have, is often the tuning point to something bigger. Because it opens your mindset, it quiets the frustration, and it clears the mental noise. Because, friend, gratitude brings peace. And a peaceful heart is ready for more. So, let today be your day. Not a perfect day. Not a someday day, okay? Let it be your new beginning. And friend, I'm cheering you on, and I'll meet you inside the workshop. I'm glad you joined me today. And if this episode lifted some weight off your shoulders, pass that lightness on to another woman who could use it too. Make sure to follow the Simple Money Systems podcast so each week you receive the clarity, peace, and direction your life is craving. You're doing better than you think. Truly. Keep going and keep leading your money, not chasing it. This is where your clarity grows, your confidence builds, and your new financial story begins. One week, one step, and one win at a time.